Hi guys, it's Kai here and welcome back to my channel. And wow, I feel like it's been a long time since I've played like an actual game, so this is kind of weird for me, but I was scrolling around the internet. I think this was either Game Jolt or Itch.io. I know I say that every time. I cannot remember which one it came from, but I will be sure to link it below as I usually do. But this is a demo and it's some sort of detective-y based game. I don't know, the graphics are what caught me and it seemed very story heavy, which if you know me, you know that I'm very into story heavy games. So I figured we'd give it a go. And like I said, it's only a demo. I have zero idea how long it is, but let's just try it and see how we like it. I'm ready. Monday at 12:14 a.m. October 7th, 1996. I would have only been 2 years old. Is that me? Am I that man? Don't do it. No! Is this the case we're investigating? I have no idea what's happening. Frostwood Interactive. Got it. I don't know why I like this. I love this kind of like low poly style. I don't know why. And if you've been with me for a long time, you'll know that my channel art used to be low poly. So this is fun. Wow, what a cute car. I like that font. I'm ready. I kind of like detective games. I feel like I should play more detective games. If you know any detective games, let me know. Because I'm all about that. Nice piano music. Oh, it's rainy, windy road. Be careful. The logo itself reminded me a lot of, what is it called? The thing with the game with the fire. October 7th, 1996. That's me. Press E on keyboard or A on, well, I don't have controller, so E it is. All right, I'm here. Time to see what this is all about. Oh goodness. Okay. Hold shift to run. Oh, I can use these. Spacebar. Oh, skip. Oh, this is inventory. Okay, inventory, talk to, look, use. Got it. Move. Interact. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Can I... That's my car. Thanks, dude. What's this? I just got here. Okay. Not going back now. Got it. Okay. I'm just learning the buttons, my man. Just learning the buttons. They've been here a while. I don't know. Okay. I'm just hitting buttons. Terrible. I said terrible. Terrible business, all this. It was only a matter of time. Everybody knows that. I know, still. They were so young. Who's they? Young and stupid, you mean, the stories I've heard. I guess you're all right. Or, you're right. It was just a matter of time. What? It was a matter of time. It's really coming down today. We should get back home. Why do people do this? Like, why do they stare at crime scenes? You're not going to catch a cold from the rain. That's a fallacy. So who's they? Is it more than just one person? Actually, can I talk to anybody? Yeah, that's how I feel. Crowd's too close to the crime scene. Need more cops. Can I talk to you? I don't know what he's doing. Can I talk to you? Yeah, everybody, back up. Murder Johnny, get under the umbrella. Granny, I want to leave. Can I go back to the shop? What shop? Could see this coming a mile away. What are you talking about? No point. Well, get out of here, old people. You don't need to stare. Nothing we could have done. Chris is responsible, I'm so sure. It's hard to disagree, but let's not speculate. Who's Chris? I'm guessing Chris is the one we saw. Anderson? Isn't that the same as the guy from Detroit Become Human? Hank Anderson? Isn't that his name? This felt very Hank-esque in his look. The chief is inside. They've been waiting for you. You need to control the crowd, officer. Push the crowd back, man. You have to speak up. I can't hear you over the rain. What kind of excuse is that? The crowd. Back them up, man. Back it up. You don't look like you're trying. Prop up the tape. That, I don't think that's the important thing. Yes, sir, Richard. All right. Don't call for Richard. Richard's on leave. Do it yourself. Goodness. Short on manpower. Weren't prepared. First time in decades. It's raining a lot. This feels very much like, what is it called? Hard rain? Is that what it's called? I'm getting lots of vibes from other games. I'm sure they were inspired. Control the crowd. Okay. And I can't... Can I go inside now? Yes. That's the way inside. I wonder why Chief sent me all the way to Pineview for this case. Because it's important and because they're low on manpower? Yes, go in. I don't think there's anything else to see. Correct. Oh, goodness. What's up? Yes, oh God. It's a little much. You sure you want to talk to the sheriff first? Can I, like... Yeah, just casually walk by. Hi. Michael? What? No, I just, collapsed. Is my name Michael? Who, what? What just happened? We're joining which one of them is Harris and one of them is Watt. Harris and Watt. Harris? Watt? Harris old man, Watt young man? You don't think you need it? It's better to be wrapped up, but what do you mean? Christopher, 26, died from a bullet wound to the head, self-inflicted. Okay, we saw that. Who's the other one? Diane, 24. Bullet wound through the abdomen. They were unmarried, but lived together. Very important information. Let's see. Any witnesses? That's the important question. Next door neighbor who claims to have heard a single gunshot. We can interview him shortly. Obviously I know what the weapon is. Signs of an intruder. No signs of forced entry. Door was locked from the inside. Okay. Officer climbed through the window. No footprints outside, except for the officers. He was careful, I'm sure. Yeah, you can just walk around and not leave footprints. No signs of struggle or marks on the bodies either. Okay. Time of death. According to the next door neighbor, a single gunshot was heard at 12:15. I think is what that means. Okay, we received a call about 12:20. And we're here in another 5 minutes. We found them dead upon arrival and confirmed the timing. Okay. I don't need to ask what the weapon is, but... Okay. Important, weapon numbers. I don't get it. Pistol. Ballistic report will let us know more. Okay, well, I guess that's all my questions. Honestly speaking, we think it's pretty obvious what's taking place here. Never assume. They had a reputation. They weren't exactly a happy couple. The whole town knew this. Diane was shot at point blank range with Chris's gun, probably by Chris. He then went ahead and shot himself, as the wound is clearly self-inflicted. So you see, sending you here unnecessarily complicates things. I'm going to question your ability. I don't think you're very good at your job. You said you haven't seen a murder in like 10 years, so I'm just here to help. Just in case. Obviously a case of murder-suicide. Well, you don't know. I'm not remaining silent. No. That was sarcasm. I'll ignore it. But yes, more or less. Are you suggesting there was domestic violence involved? It would seem so. It was never reported, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Very true. Just because it was reported doesn't mean it didn't happen. So, rumors. You may call it that, but where there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah, that's not always true either. And they were never really able to fit in this town. That doesn't mean they're going to kill each other. They were new, moved in about 6 months ago, never got out much, didn't make any friends. We don't need to analyze the obvious. That would be inefficient. Officer Blunt will assist you through the course of your work here. Oh, hi. Are we going to fall in love? Because that would be really cliche. One more thing. We're looking to wrap this case up quickly and cleanly. We don't want to drag it if it can be helped. I'm going to drag it out and get all the answers, ma'am. We have an important festival coming around in a week, so that means we have to hurry up on a murder investigation because you have a festival coming? I don't think so. No. There's no need to go around complicating things, right? Just give me the story that works and we can close this quick case. I'm going to be sarcastic. Can't wait to wrap this case up, man. I'll see you soon. Okay. Anyway, have a look around the room if you'd like. Come talk to me when you're done. Not done. I'm going to look at everything because that's what I do. What's this? What am I looking at? The words? Signed Chris, 96. I'm guessing Chris built some of the furniture in this house. That is a process. I can't imagine building furniture. Gunshot to the stomach. The damage and residue would suggest the shot was taken at blank range. That rules out the possibility of her being shot through an open window. She would have been in line of sight from outside, though. There's no mistaking it. The perpetrator would have to be inside the house to cause this kind of wound. Whether it was Chris or someone else, it's hard to say at the moment. I don't think it was Chris. I mean, Chris kind of looked like he killed himself in the little intro, but the box, 20 rounds, there are 13, 7 are missing, 2 were used last night, 5 unaccounted for. Are they in the gun, though? Can we, like, look? Let's find out. It's pretty old. It can hold 7. There's only 4. I was expecting 5. 2 were fired last night. Where's the 3rd? Was it used on some other day? Well, just because it supposedly belonged to him doesn't mean it actually did. Is there anyone else that could have known where they kept the gun? From Pineview? I doubt it. Remember, no signs of forced entry. Could it be someone they were comfortable with or trusted? That's true. No one you can think of, but that doesn't mean it's not true. Can I talk to you? Sup, lady? What is your name? Blunt? Need any help? What's the plan? Have a look around the room. Once you're done, talk to Lieutenant Watts. Cool. Is there anything else I can look at? Yes. That looks like some wine. Red wine. It looks like a new bottle was opened yesterday. No one drank from the glass. It would seem that Chris was sitting by himself at the table and drinking wine, waiting for somebody to join him. Probably Diane? Whether he was waiting for her or someone else, we don't know yet. Was he cheating? A glass of wine was knocked over. This looks like wine, but there seems to be blood in here as well. How does the blood spatter in this direction? It doesn't make any sense. I agree. I think there's been more than the two gunshots we're seeing here. I thought it was saying there's more than 2 guns. I was like, that don't make no sense, boy. There, oh, right there. I want to look at this. Oh wait, I already did. Yada yada. 1 unaccounted for. Anything else? Oh wait, one more. Not very, oh, well, I already knew that. Okay. I think we looked at everything. Yes. Yes, I'm done. Let's have a chat with Mr. Willis outside. Who's Mr. Willis? Oh, it's not raining anymore. That's nice. So I immediately light up a cigarette. I like how she's just walking around with a coffee pot. I'm just making sure there's nothing around. Gotta do my due diligence and check on everything. The coffee pot just makes me laugh. This is Mr. Willis. He lives right next door. Coffee. Yeah. Always. Duh. You can ask him any questions you have about last night. Did you know eyewitnesses aren't really that accurate? Just saying. Can you tell me everything that you saw or heard during last night's events? We'll see. I headed off to bed at around 11, as I usually do after a glass of whiskey. Helps me sleep. Anyway, somewhere around 12:15, woken up by a loud bang, ran to the bedroom window that looks straight down onto their place. And what you see? Nothing. Their kitchen lights were on, but that was about it. Went to the phone and called Watts straight away. How long did it take you to get to the window? You know what this reminds me of? 12 Angry Men. If you've never seen that, it's an old movie, and I highly recommend watching it because it is super interesting about like how eyewitnesses and juries work and how leading questions can change somebody's perception on what happened. And I think it's just really interesting. And for some reason, this like made me think about it. I don't know. Anyway, I recommend. How long did it take you to get to the window once you heard the shot? A couple seconds, no more than 5. Nearly fell out of my bed when the shot. Yeah, I don't know if I would have gotten up and looked out the window. Did you see anyone on the street? No, everything was the same as always, and you only heard 1 gunshot. Whiskey usually knocks me out pretty good, so if there'd been more and I didn't hear them. Okay. Do you live alone? Yes. Never got married. That's okay. One meant to be talked over a couple whiskeys. You know what I mean? No. No, don't know. Just at home by yourself. Okay. I know Mr. Willis, he's cool. That doesn't mean anything. React to the unprofessionalism on display. We'll need to have a talk later, mister. Just later. Okay, wink wink, you are bad. Is he laughing? Okay, did they have many visitors, friends, anything? No visitors? Alright. And all this time I only maybe saw Jack coming over to fix their car, and Father Smith came over a couple times when they newly moved in a year back. People rarely ever visit him because they were kept to themselves, never made any friends. Sometimes folks don't like those kinds either, so I can't really say. Know what I mean? No, not really. You won't find anyone crying over their deaths. That's rude. They never got out much. That doesn't mean anything. Any other information you'd like to tell me, Mr. Willis? You might have heard about Chris and Diane. They looked pretty happy when they first moved in. More recently, though, I heard Diane crying a couple times, usually late at night. See, the whiskey knocks me out early, so maybe that's why I never heard all this before, but a couple times I was up a little later. One night about a month ago, I heard pretty bad things. There were some loud sounds, like stuff being flung around and such. I heard someone crying. I was thinking to myself that maybe I should call the police, but it quieted down all of a sudden. Always call the police. Don't hesitate. If you feel like you should call the police, call the police. It's better to have them check it out and be nothing than to have them check it out or not call and have them miss something, and you could have saved somebody. So, always call the police. We've never received any calls for domestic violence, but people have often talked about stories of this kind. Yeah, call when you hear these kind of things. Can you remember what you heard? Well, I was up late night writing an important letter. I think it must have been somewhere between 1st to the 3rd last month. Okay. Nope, that's all I know. Okay, well, thanks, Mr. Willis. Super helpful. You're welcome for the coffee, even though I didn't give it to you. So, detective, you said you wanted to have a talk later. Is now a good time? Yeah. Please don't tell witnesses they're not under suspicion, especially in front of them. So basically, you're telling me that I don't know how to do my job. Yeah. Yes, 100%. You don't know how to do your job. Isn't all wrapped up as you'd like to believe. I agree. How can you not see what's right in front of you? It's so obvious. You sound like a little kid. Mr. Willis didn't see anything outside the house after the gunshots, and there was no signs of anyone forcing entry either. On top of that, considering how rough things were between the two of them, you heard what Mr. Willis said, right? Jump into conclusions? Seriously, dude? Seriously, Lieutenant? Don't do it. What has it been, barely hours since the murder? Do you think there's enough data to form a conclusion? Mr. Willis's account only forms a part of the complete picture. It isn't enough. Well, what about the door, huh? How was it locked from the inside? Explain that. Exactly. It locks itself from the inside when you pull it closed, regardless of whether you pull it from the outside or push it from the inside. Huh, Lieutenant, in your face. Just saying, there's no conclusive evidence. I agree, I like this guy. Anderson, I like you. Dig as deep as you like, detective. You won't find anything new here. I was perfectly capable of handling this case myself, but of course, the head department, had to complicate things. That means clearly you weren't able to handle it on your own. We'll probably want to wrap up this case before the festival, so don't expect him to wait for more than a week. But you know what? He can suck it. I have to head to the station now, officer. Escort Detective Anderson to his hotel. Thanks, m'lady. Take me to my hotel, please. We'll come back in the evening to search the house, letters, diaries, yada yada. When can we expect autopsy reports? Day after tomorrow, according to the coroner, but I'll confirm to let you know. How long do autopsy reports usually take? I feel like they take a while, but I guess not. More than 2 bullets. We should take another look around the kitchen to make sure. 3 bullets, but yeah, there's 3 missing. We're actually glad that you're here now, although the sheriff and lieutenant would rather not admit it, even to themselves. This is like the first murder here in the last 100 years or so. Exactly. Don't be afraid to admit that you need some help. Just say it's alright. It's alright. I know what you mean. I just joined the force a month back, for instance. I can't imagine just getting into a job and in the first month dealing with that. I mean, although you're a detective, it's kind of like what you're in for, but still. I kind of knew them, you could say. I've never known anyone that's been murdered before. That would be really strange. It would be really weird. I know as an officer I'm not supposed to feel that way and all. Nope. You're allowed to be human. Do we want to talk about Chris and Diane? I mean, she said she kind of knew them, so yeah. What do you know about them? It's mostly what Mr. Willis said earlier. Nobody knew them. They came in, kept to themselves. You'd hear stories. Everybody thought they were weirdos. Awesome. Feel bad. There's no reason to make assumptions about people's characters, and character can't be used as evidence. Yes, girl. So I'd really like to help figure out what the real story is, whatever it may be. I like you, lady. The sheriff said the festival in the next town. What's it about? It's an annual thing. We have it every October. There's a fair on the market street. Food, rides. Sounds like a carnival. Lots of tourists from nearby states around that time. It's a good source of revenue for some of the smaller businesses. That, of course, is less important in the recent events. Yes, I like this lady. We're gonna fall in love. Just as cliche. Can't go around trying to wrap a case based on assumptions. Right. People's lives that ended. It's our job to figure out what really happened. I agree. Yeah, I like her. I like her. She knows what's up. Hoping the local police will let me do the job I've been sent to do. I don't mean you, because obviously, you know, you're with us. Sheriff Harris is an asshole. I agree. He doesn't care about anything except running off home and taking it easy. Well, then maybe you should retire, dude. This case probably ruined his plans to relax and enjoy the festival week. Yeah, nope. Watts is really sweet, but he comes across a little obnoxious. Oh my god. Did we just run somebody over? I don't know what to say. Can I? No, I can't move. Those same buttons do not work anymore. Okay. That would be dangerous. Sure would. Okay. No, I want to get out. No. Yeah, I know it would be dangerous. I'm trying to... My buttons changed which way they work. Nope. Yep. You look kind of uncomfortable. Don't you need the car to be on a ramp? That's not how that works. What's the issue with the car? The headlights and bumpers gone. You have to have them replaced. What did we hit? I'm going to have to check to see if I got a replacement part. How long will it take? A couple days, 3, maybe depending on how quickly I can get the part. Shouldn't be more than 4 days at most. Well, I mean, I was going to be here 4 days anyway, because I got to figure out this case. Can you fetch me the big red wrench? It should be in the toolbox outside. Why would I say no? That's mean. There we go. Buttons back to normal. That's not a toolbox. Big red toolbox? That doesn't look like a red toolbox. Oh, shoot. Big red wrench? Big red wrench. I was supposed to pay attention, wasn't I? This is going to be important. It's trying to teach me something. Oh, thank God. I gave him it. Ask about tar and shovel? That seems suspicious. You've got a shovel and some tar. What do you use those for? Bit of construction work on the side, you know, fixing up driveways and stuff for some extra cash. Ask about the convertible. Yeah, man, 65 Mustang. Love that ride. I got it used pretty cheap off a guy who couldn't take care of it anymore. Luckily, the car's got something that keeps running like new. You? You're pretty smart. Thank you. I spend all my free time fixing her up and making sure she runs better than new, and I keep her happy by taking her on long, beautiful drives with the road outside. I feel you, man. You're investigating... Yes? Do you know anything about? I just know that he... What do you mean? How? Why? Why do you say this? Everyone could see it coming. They say she was troubled, scared of him. Someone in this town should have done something. We all knew what could happen. I know. Talk, people. No one cared enough about them to bother interfering. How do you know? Rumors. Did you know them? Not really. People barely did. They were not the kind to come out and make friends with their new neighbors. They still felt like outsiders to the rest of us. And what were you doing last night? Yeah. Drove a couple miles from here and drank a few beers while I enjoyed the view. That seems suspicious. The stars? I don't know. Was there anyone with you? Did you meet anyone? Nothing like the pleasure of your own company. So you don't have a solid alibi. That's what you're telling us. For your car, man, come back when it's fixed. You get way too serious, man. Chill out. I have no chill. No chill. Anything else I could look at before going to talk to her? It is pretty. It is Jack's. We've already discussed that. How far this way can I walk? I walk really slow. Okay, nothing else that way. And back to go talk to the lady. So, like, what happened? What were we running into? There was a lady, but I'm assuming it sounds like it wasn't actually a lady there, so I don't know what happened. Walk, 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 walk. Oh, there is a shovel and tar. That's interesting. I can look at it. Supposedly for construction. All kinds of auto repair work done here. Okay. Hey. Hi. Are you okay? I'm fine, surprisingly. Apologize. I don't know. It's alright, especially since we're okay. Something else worries me, though. What? What happened back there? How do we... Oh, there was a tree. I thought I saw something. Let's be honest. What did you see? A person. I see dead people. Yeah, that's definitely creepy. I agree. Are you okay otherwise? I mean, I don't know. I don't know you, so I don't think this is a regular sort of thing. No offense. No, that's okay. Know what you mean. You collapsed back there at the crime scene, too. Yeah, something's wrong with me. Been a little dizzy all day. Maybe I just need a nap. Seeing this kind of stuff bums me out. I feel you. If there's anything wrong, you can talk to me about it. Don't hesitate. No, just say I won't. Won't hesitate. Detective! What's up, Jack? I like how we all walk. Drive to the next town for spare parts. Want me to drop you at the hotel or something? Oh, we're gonna walk around town. Called up the station from Jack's phone and car is on the way. Sweet. They'll totally drop us off at the Market Street and luggage at the hotel. See you, Jack. You're really suspicious. Really very suspicious. Next scene. Here we are, the famous Pine View Market. Cool. Not really much to see here. Let's see if we can talk to some of the locals. It isn't very busy at this time of day, but there should be a few people out here. If you get tired and feel like heading to the hotel, let me know. We can come back here and talk to them another day. We must look at everything. I can't remember which one I like. Fiction means fake. Fake. I like fiction. Me too. I told you we're going to fall in love. We are going to fall in love. It's going to be cliche and it's going to be great. Oh, I like that. 4 p.m. I like that. I'm a sucker for things like that. I don't can't help it. Ew, hi dude. Can I read this? Cherry pie. Come here for breakfast. Mark is a pretty great pie. Mark, hello. I like how I'm just standing behind a tree like, what's up, my man? Hey. Oh, you're really friendly. Have a seat. Do you want some tea? Coffee? No. Come over here if you want a pint. Why is everybody, like, just interrupting conversations? Too much coffee is unhealthy, too. Yes, that's true as well. If you haven't noticed, he's already smoking a cigarette. Yeah, He just likes to annoy me. And yet I like to let it get to me. His name's Alan, owner of the bar. And his brother, twin brother. They don't look like twins. What's with this music? It's like getting real intense. Not that you know by the way we lead our lives. Total opposites. Yep. Shoo. Go away. Let's see. How long have you lived here? Born here. Family lived here for many, many years before that. We left the city when I was about 10. My dad was looking for better work, so he came to a town. I returned soon after I graduated, about 9 years back. I prefer the life here. Big cities aren't for me. I feel you. Now it's just me, my books, and a coffee shop. Life is simple. Ooh, I like that. He joined 5 years back. He had a bit of trouble in his old life and wanted a fresh start. Maybe he can tell you more about that. Yep, I'll ask him that later. Do you live alone? Married, been for 6 years. That's cute. I have my wife in my own cafe. Oh, it's so sweet. It's like a rom-com. Very cute story. We're happy for you, Mark. I think she's jealous. Does Alan also live here? Nope, lives close by. Was he in last night? Yes, I think so. I didn't check or meet him, though. I'm gonna have to ask you about Chris and Diane. What can you tell me about them? Anything that stands out? Identified with Chris. It sounds like he moved here for peace of mind. This place provides him to start a small business for himself. What did he... Hotel. Okay. Trouble getting the project approved. Father Smith, who had met him a couple times. Okay. Planning committee. Got it, got it. Did you see them often? No, barely. Maybe a handful of times. I came into a cafe a few times, but there was only in the early days when they first moved in. Wouldn't say much to me or anyone else. They kept mostly to themselves. Yeah, we know. We've heard this. They didn't have eyes for anyone else. They looked very much in love. Interesting. More questions? Anything unusual in the past couple days? Anything out of the ordinary? Everything's been pretty much the same. Okay, well, where were you last night? Gotta lead into that question. Closed place by 8 p.m., bought some supplies from the general store, and went home. Storekeeper, Miss Brown, she can confirm. Cool. And then, well, you know, Alan, we don't live with Alan, so Alan's not gonna know if we went home or not. Alan was off yesterday. Suspicious. Looks fine today. Went home after that, changed, went for a jog. Warm bath, cup of coffee, and dinner. Read a book. Sleep by 10:30. Sounds nice. I guess we could talk to your wife. Will we get to meet your wife? See you around. I like you, Mark. And I think that my friend detective lady is jealous. I think she likes you. What's up, Alan? We're here to talk to you now. Officer Blunt. Tell me about yourself. How long have you been here? You already probably know that I moved here 5 years ago. Yep. Wife left me and I wanted to get away from it all. Thought I'd come here again after these years and give this place another shot. Here you are. It was just as bloody boring as when I was 10. But it got me out of the place I've gotten to hate even more, so it's an improvement, you know? Get used to the pace. Well, yeah, like obviously a small town's going to be a lot slower than a city. Giving me half of his cafe to start a business in. He's not too pleased with the business I chose to run. Well, obviously. Where were you? Was at home, wasn't feeling well. Can anyone confirm? No. You don't seem as suspicious as Jack, though. Do you know anything about them? Minds his own business, doesn't go interfering with other people's lives. Don't waste my time getting to know people if there's no need for it. I feel you. I feel you. They prefer to mind their own business. Yep. We'll talk later. No more questions. Okay. How many more people are there? Hold on, I'm just going to walk the length of this. Is it just the one more dude? Or is there more to it? Oh, there's so many more people. How do I save? Because I feel like we've been talking to a lot of people. Aha. Save. New save. Save over the autosave. I have no idea. Save again, just in case. 1034. That's 1034. So I'm just going to save again. Save multiple times because I never know. I thought I was going to be able to finish this whole demo in one go, but clearly I was wrong. There's more to it than I thought. And I'm hoping there'll be enough to do a part 2 and not make the part 2 like 5 minutes long. So anyways, guys, I'm going to leave this video here. And as always, leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye!